All right, how are we doing tonight, guys? It is not a Baptist church. No one's gonna know you were here, okay? It's not like going to the liquor store. Calm down. We're all in this together. I have a very brand new opener. I've not heard her bit, but I don't give a shit. It's gonna be good. She's a fellow flatty like me. So I don't give kudos to that. And my main deal is we're respectful to openers. Okay, listen, I will be out here. Don't be a dick. Okay? Anyways, everybody get up for Sears tonight.
This was my size, hang on. I'm a little bit short. Okay. So, all right, I've never had the headliner introduce me before. That was different. I kind of like that. Kind of special right there, yeah. And my name is Sears, for those of you that don't know me. And no, I'm no relation to this store. Because if I were, they wouldn't have been called Snap-on tools. That means I think Dickie is Iggy. That's what that means. It also means that, like, when my GPS says, go straight, I turn. I just turn because I'm, like, tired of that shit. They need to make a gay-friendly GPS voice, I think. So go straight. No, mind your business. I mean, I've been out since BE. You know, before Ellen. Yeah. And this was way back before I knew what LGB or T even meant. Let alone the elemental P, Q, R, S, and everything else they're adding to the alphabet nowadays, right? I mean, we are called the alphabet mafia, by the, I mean, that's just, right? But seriously, because there's all the letters now. I mean, every one of you are one of the letters, I guarantee it. Especially if you're at this show, you have to be an A at the worst. Sexual, no, ally, I meant ally. People ask me all the time what my pronouns are, and I'm like, Sears. Bitch, cunt, if we know each other well. Hooker, okay. Homo, what? Flatty, yeah. So, anyways, somebody asked me the other day if I was cis. And I was like, yeah, I have a cis. No, are you cis? And I'm like, she calls me cis. No, what were you born as and what do you identify as? And I'm like, that's easy. I was born a female and I identify as a lesbian woman. Unless the bathroom lines are long. Right? Just because mine's removable doesn't mean I'm going to shit myself. Nope. Not happening. I was a freshman in high school and this upperclassman yelled, dyke? And I was like, he must think I'm retaining water. That's a damn joke. It's a damn joke. It's a damn joke. You know, I'm disappointed in my school because they missed the whole thing. Sears the queers, I mean, nobody even, no? Okay, obviously it's not that good, that's why. But I mean, seriously, just to yell dyke, that's not creative, you know? You could have at least said Sears the queers, something, I would have thought. But my mom, she even sat me down. She's like, honey, are you gay? I'm like, what? She's like, are you gay? And I'm like, why would you ask me that? She said, because you and your friend go to Arby's an awful lot for dinner. Wait. You'll get there. You'll get there. I promise you'll get it. You'll get it eventually. Promise. And, you know, this was way back in the Bush era. And not just the president. So this is my second mullet. Somebody said, are you the state fair mullet champion? Well, yes, I am. Thank you. But, yeah, right? You know what? I'm so proud of that. Probably more proud than I should be of that. That's so dumb. It's so Ricky Bobby dumb that I am actually the Indiana State Fair mullet champion. But here's the best part. How many of you guys have watched Saved by the Bell? How many of you know that AC Slater has his own show? He had me on. He had me on it because of my mullet. I'm gonna pee. Somebody goes, what's his real name? Mario Lopez, right? Somebody texts me, and I'm sure it was a flatty, and they're like, "You're on the Mario Lopez show," and I'm like, "What's that?" Because I don't watch TV, and I'm like, "Isn't that Slater or AC Slater, right?" And she's like, "Yeah, he has his own talk show," and I'm like, "What? How do I watch it?" Because I don't even have my TV plugged in. So they sent me the clip, and they went through all of the top 25 in the nation for the National Mullet Championship, and he said, "Sears like the store," and she's like, "Sears like the store." I mean, seriously, this is my life. AC Slater had me on there because of my mullet. Okay, that's off, totally off. Way off subject. So it was the Bush era. Back to that. So I was real happy when women started doing landscaping. Right? I mean, because you know what? Back in my day, we had to dig through the bush to get to the books. Damn it. I had to do that joke because it's one of my, I've done that joke since the first time I ever got on stage, but today is Louis Anderson's birthday. Right? Happy birthday, Louis. And for those of you that don't know me, he was one of my best friends and my mentor. And that was his favorite joke of mine. And he was the cleanest comic. And that was his favorite joke of mine, is about the bush. But I think it was better when I ended it with, so I got tired of seeing women with the landing strips because I thought that was stupid. So I did one this way. So when I looked down at my girlfriend, she looked like Hitler. That's for you, Louis. He's with me. He's with me on stage all the time. I actually went up and spoke at his memorial a couple weeks ago up in Minnesota. You got to say it the right way. Minnesota, I think is the way you say it. But anyways, I drove up there, and that's a long-ass drive by yourself, okay? So I spoke at the memorial. I'm heading home. I got to Wisconsin. So it was only a couple hours. I was still crying. And I'm tired. And I had driven round trip in less than 24 hours. I drove 12 hours, basically, one way, and 24 hours and 48 hours, whatever. And I forgot to signal, and I was going a little bit fast in Wisconsin. And I got pulled over. Now, backstory, for those of you that don't know, I couldn't walk 5 years ago because my MS got so bad after my breast cancer. And don't get all sad and shit. This is a comedy show. It's okay. You can laugh. But I had MS and I couldn't walk and stuff, and I found cannabis and it helped me walk. And obviously, I'm in CrossFit now, so it's okay, not a sad story. Get over it. It's not a sad story. So I use cannabis, okay? How many of you use cannabis? Come on. Okay, almost all of you. Hello. It doesn't matter if it's illegal. We know we all do it. And mushrooms. But anyway, so I'm off almost all my medicine, eat my dick. But, so I got pulled over, and he put me in the passenger side of his car to write my warnings for my speeding and my ticket. And I was like, do you think I'm gonna run or something? I have MS, I'm not going far. And he's like, when was the last time you smoked marijuana? And I'm like, sir, I don't smoke it, I eat it. And it was Friday before CrossFit. True story. I had a rental car, okay, so, and I'm not dumb, I'm kind of, but I'm not totally stupid. So I emptied stuff out, and I didn't take a lot with me because I was going through 4 states, right? Yeah, he's like, well, your car smells like marijuana, I'm gonna search it. And I'm like, that's not possible, I didn't have marijuana on me. He saw my backpack that has cannabis leaves on it. Pretty sure that's what it was. Because it couldn't have smelled like marijuana, I guarantee you that. He did find a oney. Gave me a ticket for a oney. Yeah, and he said, well, one of them is not used. I'll leave that one for you. This one that's used. And I was like, okay, somebody probably used it. It's probably pink or orange, and that's probably the only reason I bought it, honestly. And a friend used it. Okay, whatever, because I don't generally smoke. And then he found this saltwater taffy that we sell. I work part-time at a CBD store in Broad Ripple, and we sell this saltwater taffy Delta 9. He's like, Delta 9 is illegal in this state. I said, not from hemp. Trump passed the Farm Bill. It's illegal in all states. It doesn't say from hemp. And so he took that too. And he got my cooler. And I had 2 chocolate mushroom bars there. So what I'm saying is I'm a criminal, you guys, just so you know. I didn't even tell my best friend that story yet because I haven't seen her. But so I called the attorney in Wisconsin, and he's telling me it's a $2,700 retainer for him to get me out of this shit. And I was like, I just thought I paid the tickets like a speeding ticket. He's like, nope. I was like, fuck. You know what this does for me? Gives me good stories and costs me a little bit of time and money is all. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not going to lose my job. I just lost a little bit of money. So he did, at the end, he told me about $2,700 for his retainer, and I was like, oh, that's tough. And I said, will you take it in trade? He goes, for what, laughs? Because we were joking, and he knows I'm a comedian. And I was like, no, kind of for what I got in trouble for. I did. I really did that. He's like, I don't think I can legally. He goes, but maybe you should get funnier so you can pay for this. Swear to fucking God. I was just like, dude, you're funny. But anyways, that's because of Louis, you know. Asshole. No, I'm kidding. But, I don't know. It really, I don't know. I'm just like, I'm a criminal. He said, have you ever been in trouble? I said, I have parking tickets and speeding tickets. He's like, no, have you ever been in? I said, I haven't even had a one-night stand. No. Besides my mouth, I'm a prude. No. So I'm a criminal, I guess, you guys. Everybody's like, is it misdemeanor? I don't know. I don't know that shit. I don't know. I guess I should have asked. Anyways, back to set. It's my best friend, by the way. She hasn't heard that story because I've not told it till the night. Yeah. I'm sorry. This is not how my set's supposed to go, but anyways. Okay, so, all right, since I mentioned Trump, let me just go with that. Let's just go back to set. So somebody the other day said I reminded them of Trump. And I was like, well, they're not totally wrong. I do have small hands. My favorite color is orange. And if I do grab anybody, it is going to be by the pussy. I don't. I'm just saying, if I did. I don't. I don't. But that's a good segue into this next bit. I'm getting older. I'm actually... I am. I'm getting older. I'm actually going to be 49 soon.
Older than me?
Bitches in the front row. See, she said not to harass me. Did you hear that? These people over here are like, what the hell's going on? But I've realized I'm getting older because I'm learning a lot more about myself. Like, my arms are magical. They keep waving after I'm done. And if the slippery noodle needs a trombone player, I can fill in because that's how I read my text. But there's one a lot more embarrassing. But it's only with one woman. And I found out that I'm into S&M. Yep, that's the right response. And it has to be in her room because she's got like all the equipment. This is my first time, and I haven't even had a one-night stand. You remember that? But the other day she was hurting me like really bad. And so I'm like, pineapple, pineapple, pineapple. And she's like, why are you yelling pineapple? And I'm like, is that not our safe word? She said, nope, I'm your chiropractor. So, but it's funny, when people do find out that I had breast cancer, they're always like, I'm sorry. And I'm like, why, did you give it to me? I knew you could catch the gay, I didn't know you could catch the cancer. You can't, don't worry, I've tried, you can't. Most I've given them is the straights. A couple of times. and back again sometimes. Holy shit. But yeah, so don't worry, you can't catch it. But people don't ever think about the pauses of breast cancer, you know? I mean, I'm a flatty, actually, it is. You guys heard us mention that. Not everybody knows what that is. So we are breast cancer survivors that have been amputated of our breast, or because they had to get an explant from their reconstruction, okay? And now we're living flat and proud. A lot of us are proud. It's the safest option, you know what it is. Plus we can go topless. And you know what? There's no more under boob sweat. Eat it, bitches. But you know, hanging out with cancer survivors a lot of times is kind of hard for me because I can't tell which one of them are gay or not. They all have G.I. Jane haircuts. Come on, that's a chemo joke. It's a chemo joke. Speaking of chemo, I had to go to something called Chemo Teach, and there's a couple of people here that know that. And she tells you what you can and can't eat during chemo. And like, you know, you're not supposed to eat a salad bar because you can't clean it all the way, and da-da-da. And I was like, okay, I'm going to Olive Garden then right before chemo and eating all the salad I can. But she said, if you have any animals, don't let them lick you. And I'm like, okay. And she said, or anybody. And I'm like, why would, Twat Waffle was sitting next to me. So I was like, oh yeah, I should have, never mind. Should have let her. But anyways, it's funny. We had a big flatties meet up in Colorado, and we were in the train, me and my friend, and she grabbed my backpack, and she's like, what the hell do you have in this? It's so heavy. And I was like, Louie, that's fucking funny. I don't care who you are. He made fun of his weight more than anybody, but she was like, I don't even understand how in the world you have that. I said, well, there's enough to go around. He would be proud of me. I'm not kidding you. He would be proud of that one. I do have some merchandise back there. I have some Don't Be a Twat Waffle type buttons, which are pretty fun. And then I don't think I talked about my sorority that I did with my scissor sisters, did I? Because I got sidetracked with I'm a criminal. But I did start a sorority with my scissor sisters. I ate a pie. So I have buttons for that back there. Their donation. If you want one and you don't have any money, fucking take it. If you have a 20 and you want one, great. If you've got $1,000 bill, I don't know if it's such a fucking thing, but if you do and you want all of them, take them. Exactly, if you have $2,700. Told you this bitch is funnier than me and I hate it. Anyways, so my merchandise is back there. You know, if you want some, take some. If you want to leave some money for me for my bail. I do love orange. I said, are you going to arrest me? And he goes, no. And then I went up to my car, and the box that Louie's bracelet was in was just open and on the floor, and I was just like, Louie! And then I realized it was on my wrist still. And he's like, I tried to be as respectful to your stuff as you were to me. And I was like, did you at least put my panties back? And he looked at me and I said, I'm kidding, they're boxers. I'll leave you on this one, and then you're going to get your headliner for the night, who is just an amazing young lady. From what I've seen on her TikTok, she cracks me up. But I'm going to leave you with this. Again, $2,700 for some buttons. Thank you, Aaron, for that. But,
Got you, buddy.
thank you. But how many of you guys have used that garage sale marketplace? Yeah? What did she say about that? Oh, fuck that. Okay. About that. Well, I bought something once, and I went to this lady's house to pick it up. And her cat came around the corner. It was the most beautiful cat I've ever seen. I took a picture of it and everything. She's like, I paid $6,000 for that cat. I went to look at her and say, lady, you got ripped off. Do you know how much pussy I can get for $6,000? Especially in Irvington. Hey, you guys, I'm Sears, and you can follow me, I think on YouTube, it's still Homo Sears Comedy. Thank you. Otherwise, you can always follow Flat Out Love on Instagram. You can follow _Sears, _, because it's like a mullet. It's short in the front, long in the back. For some reason, I can't just get Sears. I don't know. There's some store or something that's bankrupt. I don't know. I should be able to get it then. They're bankrupt. I should have it, right? I can get their, I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much. It's been a lot of fun. And if you don't see me again, I'll be in jail in Wisconsin.